Hi everyone, and welcome to a new video on the Geekanoids channel. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you my review of the Sony Xperia 10. Now this video has been made possible by Vodafone. They very kindly loaned me this so that I can make this video. But I can give you my absolutely honest opinion on this because there are some bad points, but plenty of good points about this smartphone. Now, first of all, let me let you know that this is available on really good value contracts from Vodafone, on pay-as-you-go as well, and it's a really attainable and affordable smartphone from Sony. The screen is probably the biggest selling point here, in addition to the camera. We'll come on to the camera very shortly, but the screen is a 21:9 format ratio, so it's super tall, or if you've got it in this orientation, super wide, which makes it a really interesting proposition if you're either viewing back wide format videos or indeed you're recording wide format videos with this smartphone or taking 21:9 format ratio photos, all of which are possible. And it's the screen that has really made me impressed with this. It's an IPS display, so it's got good viewing angles, and the photos, let me show you a photo I took, look absolutely superb. Just look at this. This is one of the photos I took, and I think it looks fantastic. And in fact, the videos are equally as good. If you check out the main Geekanoids channel, I have in fact already published a camera test on the Xperia 10, and I was really impressed, both with the photos, the video, and the audio captured alongside the video. That was very clear. It had quite a deep note to it, but as a whole, it was very, very clear. Now, before I move on to some of the other features, I just want to let you know that, of course, this is a live broadcast. So if you've got any questions or comments at all, put them in the live chat. A big hello to Aaron Stoy and Deepak Murthy. Thanks very much for tuning in live. If you're watching after the live broadcast, you can use the regular comment section below. And also do check out the links in the video description area. There's a link there, of course, to the Vodafone website where you can pick this up for yourself on contract or pay as you go. And there's also a link down there to where you can pick this up along with accessories in other countries. They are affiliate links, so please do bear that in mind. They don't cost you a penny extra, they just help support the channel. Back to the Sony Xperia 10 though. I mentioned the camera already, and the camera is really good. Very, very good. 13 megapixels primary camera, 5 megapixel secondary camera on the front, and 8 megapixel selfie camera. So overall, a really good camera performance. Battery life is stellar. I've been testing this over the weekend. Easily a day and a half between charges. They've done really well. Sony always do well with battery life, so you're not going to struggle getting through a whole day on a single charge. The fingerprint sensor is located on the side. Let me just give you a demo of that. Let's just turn this off. There was some confusion by some viewers saying that you had to push the power button and then the fingerprint sensor to unlock. You don't. You just put your thumb or whatever finger you've got registered on the fingerprint sensor and it unlocks. So let's just do that once more. Let's just turn this off. 1, 2, 3, on, and it unlocks. Now there is a little bit of a delay. It's not the fastest sensor. You get a little bit of haptic feedback when you put your finger on there, but it unlocks really nicely. It's very accurate. I've had 100% accuracy on the fingerprint sensor. So again, really good performance there. Now, a couple of little negatives. So the buttons on the side are almost flush with the case, and they're quite difficult to find sometimes. So I think these could have been more pronounced, just a tiny bit, maybe a bit of texture to the power button so you could easily find it. So I just wish they'd done better with the power buttons and the volume rocker. On the opposing side, we've of course got SIM card slot and memory card tray. You can expand the memory in this. It comes with, or the storage I should say. We've got 3 gigabytes of RAM and 64 gigabytes of storage. You can put up to a 512 gigabyte card in here, so plenty of storage for your photos and videos. So that's really good. Now, one more negative. It's just the performance overall. So see this photo, which is currently the wrong orientation. If I turn the phone round, it rotates round, but there is a little bit of a delay. You know, it's not instant, and sometimes that delay, it's actually doing quite well at the moment. So there you go, sometimes that delay is a little bit longer than you'd like, but you could forgive that purely because of the price point of this phone. You know, it's a mid-range phone. spec wise, and certainly a little bit lower than mid-range cost. If you were buying this outright, I think it's going to be under the £250 mark. It might even be, was it 250 or no, around about the 299 mark. So a little bit lower than a mid-range price nowadays. A bit better than a mid-range spec, I would say, but the performance sometimes is a little bit of a stutter between it doing actions. When you're on the main home screen and you're moving between apps and home screens and launching apps though, it's a nice fluid experience. So the actual OS on this, let me give you a close-up of that, the actual OS on this is very, very nice indeed. You know, very minimal overlay from Sony. On Android it's running version 9 as well out of the box, so the current latest version of Google Android, and overall it's just a really nice performance. Build quality, let's talk about build quality. Apart from the button, so you can see me fiddling to find that button there, it is sort of plastic on the back, but a nice grade of plastic, minimal fingerprint showing as well, because it's sort of got like a matte finish. It's also available in a blue colour, silver, might even be available in a gold. A little tiny camera bump on the back, but no creaks or anything. It feels very nice, and because of that wide format ratio, it's really very, very nice. You know, it feels comfortable to hold, doesn't feel top heavy because it is a super tall phone, and that fingerprint sensor falls nicely under the thumb. So a really good layout of the buttons. As I say, I just wish these buttons on the side were a little bit more pronounced. But overall the actual quality of the phone is really good. We've also of course got USB-C on the bottom for charging, no wireless charging here, and they've retained the 3.5mm audio jack. The speaker on the bottom produces nice quality audio. I gave that demonstration in my unboxing and first look, also on the channel. That goes nice and loud, a little bit distortion at the highest volume, but overall really good performance with the speaker. And the audio quality out of the earphone piece is dependent on what earphones or headphones you're using, but decent sort of quality and volume from that earphone jack. So overall I think they've done really good. I think Sony have got a winner on their hands here if you're looking for not spending too much money. Let's have a look inside the live chat again. We've got plenty more of you tuning in live. Deepak Murthy, is it the dual SIM model? Not sure, I don't think it is. I think this is the single SIM variant. Also David Romero, Hermo, thanks for tuning in, and Mertza Music. Raymond Moore, the phone looks really tall. Can it still be used one-handed? Yeah, very easily. And in fact, for pulling down like the notification tray, you can swipe down anywhere on the screen. It doesn't have to be right at the top, so you can swipe down from the middle. We've got various gestures for moving around the phone and for sort of multitasking and getting to the app tray. So they've thought of that as well. Although I haven't used it, I think there's also a way of pulling the screen down into the bottom sort of right or left hand corner. Now I've also got the Xperia 10 Plus, which I've done a comparison with on the channel as well. And that's a bigger phone, that's even bigger than this. Still okay for one-handed use. So I don't think you'll have an issue using this one-handed. You can also, if you really want to, say you're left-handed and you want to free up your left hand to use for other tasks, it's very easy to hold like this as well. Really easy. And by the way, I've trademarked and copyrighted this way of holding the phone. So don't go doing it in your videos, people. A little bit of an inside joke there. Somebody will get that. We had this discussion last week. But no, it's very easy to hold. All jokes aside, a really nice smartphone, a very, very good offering. I can certainly recommend it. Check out those links down in the video description. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Drop me some comments and have a fantastic week ahead. I'll see you in another video very soon.